is Jan, also known as Adventure in the Heartlands, or is it Adventures? I think it's Adventures. Yeah, that's it. It's Adventures in the Heartland. A couple of YouTubers that have a little channel out in Indiana where they do a lot of travel stuff. When I did the Porter County Fair, they took me out and kind of acted as a guide and showed me around the area, and it was enough for me to make, I think, like 4 different videos off of it, and did not ask for anything in return, but they did say they wanted a drawing to help promote their YouTube channel. And so I'm finally getting around to it. I made an attempt last week to try to do it, and I ended up screwing that up completely. Had it on live stream and screwed it up so bad that I deleted the live stream. I just restarted like 4 times, and like this right here, right there was the best I could come up with. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. That was the best I could come up with. Well, I've restarted it actually a few more times. I'm not real good at drawing from photos. I took pictures of them, but I've restarted it this time. I've got all I have to do now is finish inking it up and color it, however you say it, and it will be done, and I can mail it off to John. So I've got a few minutes before I have to be setting up at the next festival, which is going to be the Gaslight Festival in Indiana. So I have to be. So I'm going to do that. And we'll turn the camera around where you guys can see it. Hey Ashley, are you still doing the Gaslight Festival this weekend in Louisville? Is that where it is? Yes. I am doing the Gaslight Festival. As a matter of fact, I'm at a campground right now, just outside of Louisville, and we came in last night. I'll let you see around the campground real quick. This is a really nice campground. Can I flip the camera? Yeah, there we go. There we go. So this is the campground right now that I'm staying at. Look at this pretty lake over here. It's a lake, it's not a river, so you can fish there without fishing license because it's on private property. But it's all catch and release. I kind of wish I had enough time to get, well, you know what? If I finish the drawing soon enough, I might be able to get down there and do a little fishing. There's the shower house right there. And that one had a really weird sign inside of it. It said, do not take pets into the shower. It actually had that on the door of the shower stall. And all I could think was, what happened to make them put up that sign? Did somebody have like this husky that was in the middle of shedding and just brought it in there and then left like big clumps of fur everywhere or something? What happened? All right, so let me flip it back around. Okay, what am I missing here? It's a suburb of Louisville called Jeffersontown. The festival is 2 miles from my house. Oh, fantastic. Hello, adventures. Okay, so, yeah, I'm right here by the camper right now, and the festival has a really weird setup time. We're only open for 3 hours today, from 7 to 10, and they gave each person, I guess according to where your row is, a time that you have to be there to set up, and you're not supposed to get there early because then you're going to clash with the other people they have set to come at an earlier time. So I'm not supposed to get there early, and I'm not supposed to get there late. It's kind of a picky thing, but anytime you have a festival that has road closures, they like to do these kinds of things. So I understand. I totally understand. Anyway, so what is it, like 2 o'clock? Let me check. It is what time? Yeah, a little bit after 2. So I've got 3 hours before I have to be there, and I'm staying at a place 25 minutes away, so I've got a couple hours to work. But yes, I'm going to be at the Gaslight Festival. Here's this around. He has taken the count here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but he squints one eye when he's sleepy, a little more than the other, and when he's awake, he squints. Feast barbecue today in Jeffersontown. Ask for my daughter Casey. She will serve you some of the best food. Oh, well, that's a little bit of a motivation to get out there a little early, so I'm gonna have some time to do that. Okay then. All right. Well, I've got a job to do here. I need to finish this drawing. I've been drawing it to them for a while, and it is time to do it. So, let us begin. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the drawing board, and I'm just gonna concentrate on the drawing. So here we go. All right, see that there? Okay, now I've got it in the holder. Okay, I think you can. Let's move this down a little bit. Okay, there you can see. Well, you can't really see everything. It still seems a little too zoomed in. Is there a way to just back it out a little bit? No, that's as backed out as it'll go. All right, well, that's just gonna have to do. All right, I got to finish the drawing off and then color it. And I have 2 hours to do it in. Let's see. DM me a messenger your booth location so I can find you this weekend. Okay. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be just yet. Well, I'm not going to attach that yet. I don't think I'm in any danger of running out of battery just yet. All right, let's finish this up. Okay. Okay. Now this actually does look like them. See, like this. That right there. That's the same person. It's very obviously the same person. I like it. That works. Okay. And that is very obviously the same person there as well. Yes, 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 I like it. That I'm actually happy with. That took a few tries, but I like it. I think I did right there. All right. That wind is carrying something over here. What the heck? I don't know, but whatever. Okay. Alright, since this is Jan and John, we're going to need at least one monarch butterfly in the mix. A mighty monarch. Alright, so alright, let's put a tree branch in here. Happy little trees. Let's make it something like a, oh, I'm sure what they call them, but those 3-leaf plants, like a sassafras tree or something along those lines. Can't do every one of them, of course, but you can kind of get the gesture. I think that's the word for it. The gesture. Okay. So this is a trick that I did a lot on Calvin and Hobbes, or you don't really need a whole tree, you just need a tree branch. And that kind of changes the setting. Because there's only one place where tree branches exist, and that is outdoors. In a forest. So you see tree branches and it, it says forest. In a forest. Now I don't want to get them too cluttered in here because that's going to take away from, this is the central focus here, is John tripping over a branch, a root, a tree root, and Jan laughing about it. That is the whole point of everything. So we don't want anything to really distract from that too much. So somebody's eye comes in, it lands here, right? It notices this, and then it kind of comes up, and you can kind of see this line here. So it kind of, your mind's eye lands here, goes here, comes up here, and then goes this way, and then off. Like if this was a comic, that would lead to the next panel. So at least that's what I'm going for here. All right, so let's see here. All right, I'm going to add more foliage, but I'm going to do it with the collar. I'm not going to put any more marker in there. I think that would just take away from everything. Let me check the phone and make sure I'm even still broadcasting, because last time I tried this drawing, it cut out on me. Cut out. Let's see here. Am I still? Yes. Oh, I got 7 people watching. Okay then. I'm up to 22 minutes. All right. Okay then. All right, Jan and John, your drawing is almost done. Finally. Finally. I think you these sunglasses. All right, here we go. Let's oh, there we go. A little anomaly over there. Let's give him a little erasure. Okay. Let's get Jan here. Start with Jan. Okay, we got eyes that nearly close when she smiles, and high cheekbones. Let's see, long dimples that pass from the cheekbones down and point towards the outside of the chin. And let's see, we've got a jawline that disappears a little bit on the sides. Let's see here. Very prominent bottom lip with a top lip that nearly goes invisible. A button nose. Deep underneath the cheekbones there. And deep above the eyes. Long eyebrows that do not point down, that comes up. Okay, so let's slim this. There we go. There it is. Okay, there you are. That's the shadow part. She has no dip right there. Okay, so there's the shadowy parts. All right. Now, John, let's see here. John. Very smooth on the sides, very deep here. You got a little bit of crow's feet coming down. Smooth, but deep there. Okay, it looks like the deepest part on his face is definitely right here underneath the smile. Smile lines, I should say. And then he's got few wrinkles. Wrinkles that do not come down in the middle of his eyes. They start from the outside of the eyebrows and point upwards. Gives him a very cheerful look. Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. Let's give him a little bit of lobe right there. He's got a little bit bigger of a lobe on the end of his nose than Jan does. Alright, so he's got both hands out trying to catch himself because he's tripping. You have to shadow that down a little bit. And the legs above where the socks are. And that's pretty much got him on the first layer. Oh, we got to shadow the hat a little bit too. Yeah. There we go. All right. Now, flesh tone. What are we going to use for the flesh tone? Something traditional? Something old-fashioned? A little Prismacolor peach. One of my favorites. There's no fussing with the classics, is there? Ain't no fussing with the classics. We're going to do a little Prismacolor peach in here. Little Caucasian skin tone. I don't have a whole lot of this left because they stopped making it, so what I'm using here is like the last of the Mohicans. But there's no sense in hoarding it because it will eventually get too stiff to use anyway, so might as well use it up. Even the little bits that I do have. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this curves in. There we go. And that, let's see, that will be further out, separated from the side of the mouth, but still curving downward. And then deep here. There we go. Put some lips there. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a day when I just do everything digitally, which will kind of make it a little easier to stream as well. This guys, I'm going to say this on the live stream because hardly anybody actually watches and listens to every bit of the live stream, so I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm not going to be on the road forever. I got to find a way to come off the road, and a lot of things that I want to do that require me to actually stay in one place for a while. Things like I want to be able to own a few more pets, for one thing. I kind of want to have a pot-bellied pig that's litter box trained, just like the one I saw at the Friendship Flea. I kind of want one of those. And a parrot, and a fish tank. You know, I want to be able to own some more pets. And I want to be able to build a rail buggy. I want to get like an old Geo Metro that has a rusted out body but a good engine block. I want to put it in a little building and cut the entire body off and replace it with a bunch of welded carbon steel pipes and put a little crop top on it and make it into a rail buggy that's street legal that I can bop around town in. That would be such a fun project to make. I want to do that. I'd like to start a podcast. That's something else I really want to do. I kind of want to have my own business with a storefront somewhere around the touristy area in Gatlinburg. And I want to buy some land and make a lot that has a lot of tiny houses on it that you can rent through Airbnb. Because one of the things that I did during the pandemic is I built a lot on my studio. And I discovered that I love the building process. I absolutely really love the woodworking in the building. And if I'm on the road for months at a time, I just don't get a chance to do that as much as I'd like. But if I bought a piece of land somewhere and I started putting little tiny houses on it, and I built them out of scrap wood and, you know, collected the wood from different demolition sites and salvaged them up and pulled the nails out and sanded them and built little tiny houses and painted them up and fixed them up and decorated them and then put them on the Airbnb. That would be a way for me to bring in some money and also do what I'm good at, which is woodworking. I want to do that. I would love to do that. So that's a lot of things I kind of want to do, but I can't do that as long as I'm on the road. And also, I'm discovering that all the things that you can do while you're on the road, you can do most of that stuff while you're at home too. You know, I like jumping in pools and fishing in lakes and, you know, going and trying restaurants and stuff like that. And realistically, you can do any of that. Little day trips, whatever. You don't have to be on the road constantly in order to do that kind of stuff. And I mean, I'd like to be a little more of a part of my church as well. You can't really do that either while you're on the road. A little more involved in the church and be able to volunteer there more and do things like that. And my channel is it's a travel channel, but it's kind of it's a drop in the bucket. There's a ton of travel channels out there that do it much better than me. And for me to rise above and become one that people recognize is pretty much impossible. I don't have anything exceptional about my channel other than, you know, that this is part of my job. But I mean, there's other channels that do it so much better. There's really nothing exceptional about my channel. Yeah. I'm kind of riding a wave right now because the business has really picked up on the road and I'm making pretty good at it. But I can see somewhere within the next 4 to 5 years I'm not going to be on the road anymore. Or at least much less. I'm going to find ways to make money while being at home so I can do some more. Oh yeah, I want to do a garden too. Guys, I'd like to do a garden. You know, a spice garden and a vegetable garden and plant fruit trees. You know, the persimmon trees, wild persimmon trees and mulberry trees and fig bushes and blueberry bushes and have that like scattered all over the whatever piece of land that I buy. And you know, if I'm going to do that, I need to do it soon because those things take a good 10 years before they start producing fruit. So, you know, I'm 40 years old already, so if I'm going to do it, I got to do it soon. Or I'm never going to be able to rub the harvest from the trees. Fantastic. So there you go. So yeah, garden, rail buggy, pets, podcast, church, the building, all that stuff I kind of want to do, and I can't do that while I am on the road. There are some things I can do on the road. I can explore. Guys, this is year 7 that I've been doing the whole exploring. And realistically, I'm not going to move beyond the southeast. There's not a whole lot I haven't already done. There's a few things on my list that I'd still like to do, but yeah, not a whole lot that I haven't already done. So I think pretty much every road trip that I had when I was a kid, I've went back and seen those places again, and that's something I wanted to do. Revisited a lot of those places and saw them with adult eyes, and yeah, that's something I always kind of wanted to do, and now I've done it. So that's marked off the list. A lot of things that I'd like to do, like you know, jet skiing and rappelling and things like that. It's hard to do those while you're working. Those are kind of vacation things. I've also kind of toyed with the idea of buying a campground or building a campground even. For a campground, you're going to have, I mean, you're going to spend a lot of money on power, because you've got to bury a lot of conduit that carries a lot of power, and that's going to take a lot of inspections and a lot of work and a lot of copper, which is going to be a lot. Okay, so you're going to need a lot of power. You got to bring in a lot of septic, a lot of water. We're talking, you know, maybe $100,000 realistically, because you're going to need a lot of gravel, a lot of power, and but once you've got a campground built, you can like put a camp host in charge of it, and it kind of brings in money for you. It's like an investment. So I've thought about doing that, but the idea of doing the whole Airbnb place is a little bit more of something I'm thinking about. It would be a little bit easier to maintain, a little bit easier, cheaper to build, that kind of thing. Not as expensive to build. So I don't know. It might not be. It might be. I don't know. I really have to get into it, but I don't know. Where's my dark green? Where are you at? Here you. I got you. Here you are. Cause John's wearing green in this picture. I won't put him in green. He's gonna be green and blue. He's gonna be the green and blue guy. Let's be realistic too, guys. I'm not that good at drawing. Yeah, let's be realistic about it, man. I'm not that good at drawing. I get by, but I'm not exceptional. I'm really not exceptional at anything. But, you know, I'm 40 years old, and I've come to the realization of this, and I'm okay with it. I've made my peace with it. I'm never going to be really known for anything that I'm able to do, because I am just not exceptional at anything. And that's okay. That's just fine. I'm okay with that. So these are supposed to be landscaping timbers that have been staked down with big pieces of rebar, and I've seen that done at a lot of walk-in trails when they really want to mark off the sides and let you know where you're allowed to go and where you're not allowed to go. So this picture is supposed to be all about keeping your feet on the trail and watch out for roots. So doing that. We got one dandelion right here. Not sure why I only put one there, but whatever. I'm starting to get to where I really like dandelion greens, guys. I made a whole big old pot of soup with it on Monday, and it's like, man, that dandelion greens, man, it helps my stomach when I eat dandelion green soup, or soup with dandelion greens in it. It's kind of like my stomach's like, you know, I don't have the heartburn afterwards. I don't have, you know, it's like everything just kind of goes, that's awesome. It's like it makes your stomach happy. It sounds weird to say, but yeah, I get happy stomach when I eat dandelion greens. There's only a few things that my stomach is really happy after I eat it. Now, another one is for some reason canned fish, like sardines. Man, after I eat sardines, my stomach is like, it's got a big old smiley face on it. Dried fruit gets me though. Ooh, my goodness. Dried fruit is hard on my stomach. You know, my stomach don't like it, but I love the way it tastes, so whatever. I mean, it don't give me indigestion or anything, but it gives me the walking farts. The walking farts. Yep. Now, if you can't tell, what I'm going for right here is kind of like those trails where they kind of cut the earth a little bit to give you steps. They're clearly marked steps to walk on. I've always kind of liked it when they make those. That kind of lets you know that the park owners are serious about their work. They take pride in their park. So I like that when things are like that. Alright, so with the monarch butterfly, monarchs are black and orange. We're going to use the marker as the black, and we'll just put the orange in here like this. And we'll put a little bit of this Tuscan red in here too for some accents, just to kind of make it a little more obvious that it's a monarch. Because when you got Jan and John, you got to have a monarch flying around there somewhere. Alright, if you guys don't know, they actually they look for, when they're out on their walks and stuff, they look for monarch cocoons, little chrysalises. chrysalis monarch cocoons, and they take them home, and they've got a special place where they keep them and they hatch them, like an incubator, and they look after them because they want there to be lots of monarchs every year. They want all future generations to also be able to enjoy the beauty of the monarch. So they're active with trying to preserve the monarch. All right, let's see. Put a little more foliage. And this needs to be a little bit more like random and scattered, like more like kind of off further in the background and random. That's kind of what I want, but I don't want it to get in between them. Just want it to be clear that this is a forest. So I can't go in here. There we go. Okay, we're getting it. All right, I think that will do it. That is Jan and John, and this is the keep your feet on the trail and watch out for roots, drawing for their channel. And you know what? I might as well go ahead and sign it. Hopefully won't mess things up too much if I sign it. Maybe they'll still be able to use it. I'll put it over here somewhere they can just crop it out if they need to. Yeah, make it so they can, well, yeah, right here. This will make it so they can crop it out or like color over it or something. If I put it here, so. Ashley R. And this is 2021. Okay, we're done. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of this and text it to Jan and John, and hopefully they will like it. And let's go ahead and end the live stream as well. Let's see if I'm still on. Oh, I am. Okay. Oh, look at that. Adventure in the Heartland is actually here. Okay, then. All right. Well, I hope you guys like it. Let's see. It will not be cropped, it will stay with it. Oh, good. Okay, then. Thank you so much. Okay. It looks like they like it. Okay. Well, that is good. That is done. All right. Okay, guys. We are at 46 minutes. Looks like I actually finished an hour early, so I will have time to go to that barbecue place where Carrie's daughter works, or as you guys know, Story has it. Where her daughter works, and I'll get some lunch, and then I gotta head to the festival grounds. And oh, hey, it's Ozzy the Cockatoo. Hey, you guys. I wouldn't want anyone else to do it. Oh, great. And yeah, so whenever I get there, I'm going to get an orientation of where my booth is, and I will Facebook Messenger that location to Story Has It, so be watching for that. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and Yeah, right now I am getting caught up on the videos. I've stopped taking videos. So, not because I plan on just stop taking videos, but I've stopped taking videos in order to allow myself to catch up to where I'm at. Right now, on the publishing of the videos, I am about to the beginning of the Appalachian Fair, which was like the middle of last month. So I still got a lot of videos to upload. Guys, when it really crowded in on me and made me get way behind on it was at the Porter County Fair, and it's piled up, and I've been putting out tons of videos to try to get caught up. But that's where I'm at now. Yeah, so, all right. Thank you all so very much. I've enjoyed talking with you guys. You guys are the core audience. Y'all are the ones that stick with me throughout all of my little depression episodes and ghosting and all the other nonsense that I do, and stop live streaming and getting busy and all this nonsense. But just know my heart is still with the YouTube channel. It's still with you guys. I'm going to be putting out videos as long as I'm on the road, and even after I'm on the road. Even when I'm at home and I'm building and I'm doing my next big phase in life, it's still going to be, you guys are going to be able to follow every bit of it. I still plan on putting out the videos. So thank you all so very much. And look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. All right, where is that? Oh, goodness, I'm doing it portrait, so I don't know where the stop button is. Where you at? Stop button. Hold on. So, how do I stop this? Oh, I don't know where the button... Oh, there it is, right there. I can see it in the bright sunlight. It's right here, okay. One more time. Goodbye, everyone.